Just do it. Isn't that the Nike line? Isn't that the line that we should be living by? Doing what we really want to do, stepping out on faith, getting out there and making ourselves really happy. You know, there was this book. I had gone to the Inglewood Library some time ago. And I'm from Inglewood, so I know the area, I know the people. And there was this girl who was in the library, and she looked so familiar to me, and I realized where I met her. It's like I remember her from my childhood, well, from her childhood, because of course, well, I was an upperclassman, I was older than she was. But I remember her with these big braids she used to wear in her hair, and she used to be in an after-school program. She and her brother used to always be very active, And to see her as a grown-up, her name is Jan. And when I tell you, she has flourished into a beautiful woman. And, I don't know, when I got to finally see her, as I hadn't spoken to her or seen her in such a long time, when I went to talk to her, I don't think my words came out right. It's like I was just so happy to see her, but when you haven't seen a person in a while and you really don't know them the way that you used to know them when we were kids or what have you, it's kind of awkward. Sometimes when a person doesn't know you, they don't know how to accept you, accept the words that you're saying or what have you. So things didn't turn out as well as they could have. But I wanted to give her a shout out, Jan. She was working at the library, and when I say a breath of fresh air, always helpful, always nice to everybody in her surroundings, okay? Now, the thing about the library, because you know how I feel about the library, I had gone and I found this book, and I just I could not put this book down. I must have gone into that library that morning, and I literally closed the library that day. And it wasn't that I meant to close the library that day, meant to be there that long. But this book was so compelling. And I asked the librarian if I could borrow the book. And she said, oh no, that book cannot be removed from the library. This book was, when I say huge, I mean, it was about this thick, okay? And I mean, it looked like that book that is in that statue with Abraham Lincoln. If you can't even remember that, because I only remember because, of course, I love the museum as well. But anyway, this book was on numerology, and it explained so many different things, because you know that numerology, they said, is more factual than even reading cards or what have you, because it has numbers don't lie, So when I tell you all the information that I got out of that one book, and I've tried other books since, but somehow none of them quite touched that book, But it's something that nobody should be sleeping on. Numerology is definitely factual information. And like I said, the numbers never lie. So you'll find more factual information if you decide to go into that area. There's so many different discoveries that I think we've yet to even touch the surface of, because we're so caught up in doing so many other things. And if you're happy doing whatever it is you're doing, I say continue and keep up the good work. But when that one line, Nike, just do it, it means stepping out on faith too. It means going after your dreams. It means doing something that would really make you happy. Are we doing things that are making us happy? Of course we work. We try to get as much accomplished in a day. And even I've had to catch myself from rushing and say, look, it's time to slow down, time to be gentler with yourself. Because, we have to figure out a way to love ourselves a little bit more than we did yesterday. Because, without the self, without God living within us, we would not be the individuals that we are today. We're trying to grow. We're trying to persevere. And here at Indigo Moon, we choose to be a person or people who want to do more and want to get more out of life. And if that's what we really truly want, how are we going about it? Let's put some thought into that this week and figure out what it is that we might be able to do a little more, a little differently, to be able to achieve some of these goals that we want to set forth this year. I mean, the year's almost over, just that quick, right? So what is it that you'd like to accomplish before the year ends? And then maybe we could just start on a whole new group of things that you want to accomplish next year. Now, of course, some people are like, I don't want to write a new resolution because it seems like I don't accomplish. Don't even put that idea out there. You notice how I stopped the sentence in midair? Don't even put it out there. If it's something that you really want to do, let's just figure out a new way of doing it. Maybe the other way didn't work. Maybe an old way would never work. Maybe it needs a new plan, a new strategy to get it all done, right? So either way, it's been nice having you here at Indigo Moon. Please enjoy your day, night, or evening, and thank you again.